Earth. It looks like a small, insignificant blue and green marble floating through space and time. However, it's the birthplace of humankind, from where great minds have lived and died, wars have raved, and morality has been tested. But that's not what we're talking about today.
Mars, a place of myth and legend, a celestial object that has queered the mind of philosophers and astronomers for centuries. But again, not what we're talking about.
These two little dudes right here are what we're talking about. Mars' moons, Phobos and Deimos. Fun fact, Mars is the only terrestrial planet that has 2 moons. They are small and crater-infested because there's no atmosphere surrounding them. And honestly, don't even look like moons, but instead look like some average-sized asteroids stuck on the planet's orbit.
Phobos, the larger of the 2 moons, is only 1/3 the size of the Earth's moon, hitting a mere 14 miles across. Deimos is only 8 miles across.
Phobos craters are such a strong part of its character that the guy who discovered the moons, Asphalt Hall, named one of them after his wife's maiden name, Stickney. Which, could be cute, I guess. Like, hey babe, there's this giant hole in the distant moon that you're never gonna see, and it reminds me of you. Dark and hollow. Happy Valentine's Day! And honestly, I don't know who it's more insulting to, his wife or the poor hole that has to be named Stickney forever.
These moons were named after the horses that pulled the chariot for the Roman god Mars. Phobos, meaning fear or panic, think phobia, and Deimos, meaning flight or panic, to turn away in overwhelming defeat. So I'm guessing they weren't the best of horses. Like, instead of those 2 massive stallions carrying your chariot into war, you just had 2 petrified Shetland ponies doing their best. I may say, the resemblance is uncanny, yet there are a lot of naysayers who don't see it.
Phobos and Deimos may seem really similar, but they couldn't be farther apart. Like literally, Phobos is so close to Mars that it completes its near-perfect orbit 3 times a day, and there's no moon to have a closer orbit to its planet. And like a toxic relationship, it just keeps getting closer and closer to Mars, where eventually it'll just crash into it and destroy itself. Like, girl, treat yourself. Be yourself. You don't need Mars to complete you.
If you stand on Phobos and look towards the side facing Mars, the planet would be pretty much all you could see because of its proximity, which might actually be a good thing, seeing as though NASA plans on using the moon to observe our red neighboring planet.
While Deimos, being much smaller and over 14,000 miles away from Mars, it takes 30 hours to orbit. And much like your friends from high school, it's drifting farther and farther away every year.
Also, if you're looking to get to your summer bod, but rather die than go to the gym, Phobos is the best place to be, seeing as it's only 1/1000 of gravitational pull that Earth does. Meaning if you're about 150 pounds on Earth, you weigh about 2 ounces on Phobos.
Sadly, Phobos is anything but swimsuit weather because the temperature on this moon ranges from about -4 to -12 degrees.
So there you have it. Everything you ever wanted to know about Phobos and Deimos, and probably a bunch of stuff you could live without. But believe it or not, it might actually do some good to know about these moons, seeing as though they're the 2 major players in our expedition on Mars.